Carl Pei, owner of Nothing, is pretty active on Twitter. I keep on saying Twitter. He's pretty active on X, Twitter, right? So is Nothing. Very active. Probably the most active out of any social media platform. Now, leading up to the Nothing Phone 2, he would put out he posts stuff on socials every day. At least on Twitter he does. Last year, leading up to the Phone 2, he would post his normal daily post, but yeah, he's very sneaky, very clever. You'd have to look at his tweets, and he would always put, not all the time, but leading up to the Nothing Phone 2, you could tell he was leaking little stuff here and there. The average person probably went right over their head, but people like us could catch it. And that's exactly what I did here with his tweet yesterday. So check this out. Yesterday, he leaked out. Let me pull this up. So here's Carl Pei on Twitter. So he leaked. He, yo, what's going on, man? Expect the unexpected. What's going on? Appreciate you joining us today, sir. We just had our first giveaway, and we'll do another one here shortly. But we're getting into this Nothing Phone 3 leak, right? So when you see this picture, you're like, well, it looks like the Nothing Phone 2, right? I mean, it's a phone, and he's showing off a new I think the upcoming, what is this for? The upcoming OS update, sharing some quick settings redesign. This is like he's basically showing a beta test, a beta version of Nothing OS. But look a little closer. Look at this. You notice anything interesting with this phone? So this phone, if you at first thought, it looks like a Nothing Phone 2, right? Right here. But look at the button placement. So the Nothing Phone 2 has a power button, one power button on the left side. One power button. If you're holding it, it's on the right side. One power button on the right side. On the left side, it's got two buttons, volume up and a volume down. Now let's go look at these photos. So he's got two buttons on the left side, a volume up, a volume down. There's a power button here. But wait a second. There's two buttons here. Huh. Catch it? You catching on? That's the action button. Correct. This is the Nothing Phone 3. And it's gonna debut with a iPhone-like action button. Don't think this is a coincidence. Don't think, again, with these leaks, information gets leaked out on purpose, right? Trust me, Carl Pei knows this is the Nothing Phone 3, and he threw it out there. Now, the biggest mystery is the back, right? Because that's most phones, at least the Nothing Phone, at least the S24 Plus, they actually look pretty similar from the front. Same design language, same little selfie camera up top, but they're actually going to implement an action button down here on the left side. Now, I think it'll be pre-programmed with ChatGPT, because with this recent update, they implemented ChatGPT inside the phone, right? So it's basically like another search assistant. You can use Google Assistant, or you can use ChatGPT. And I think this button will be pre-programmed. At least one action will be for ChatGPT. Yeah, it'll probably be a long press, and it'll open up ChatGPT, or it'll be a short, quick press, ChatGPT, right? But then I think you can program it to whatever app you want. Now, iPhone has something similar, but you can only program it for like a handful of apps. Android, it should be open up to every single app on the phone, right? Whether you want it to open the flashlight, whether you want it to open up the Uber app, or even the Panda video compressor app, right? You should be able to have multiple functions on this button. But yeah, that appears to be the Nothing Phone 3. There's no other Android phone that looks like that. And why would they promote any other Android phone, right? See, and look over here to the right. He said, oh, there's some great comments already. Keep them coming. People are like, holy shit, that's the Nothing Phone 3? Yes, sir, it is. So, look, Nothing Phone 3, what is it going to look like? I believe they're still keeping the same see-through back. Now, it's not going to be identical. It's not going to be identical to this. But it will be see-through. Sort of similar to the Nothing Phone 2A, right? We knew it was going to have a see-through, just it's not identical. However, where are they going to put the cameras? I have no idea. Where are they? Is it going to be top left? Top right? Could it be in the middle like the Nothing Phone 2A? We have no idea, but what I do know, I can trust them. I guarantee you it's going to look awesome. It's going to look badass. Can't wait to get it. So we kind of know the back's going to look cool. Now, what CPU is it going to have? Because we all know it is a flagship phone, but it's a budget flagship phone. They do have to cut some corners to make a profit, right? I mean, let's face it, they have to make a profit. So they can't put the absolute, well, they could put the latest and greatest CPU in there, but it raises the costs. So here's what I think they're going to do. After seeing yesterday's launch of the Poco phone, the flagship Poco phone has the brand new Snapdragon 8S Gen 3. Not the 8 Gen 3 that the S24 Ultra has in it. It has an 8S Gen 3. Now, when that was released, when we covered it a couple of weeks ago, we mentioned that it's not as powerful. It does not reach the sky-high performance that I'm talking about the 8S Gen 3. They toned it down a little bit, but added more AI features, more machine learning features. So it's not as blazing fast as the 8 Gen 3. It's basically a modified version, a sister version, or a brother version of the flagship CPU. Now, it appears that is going to be a cheaper price. Now, when I say cheaper price, I'm saying when Nothing makes this phone, if they're going to make 500,000 Nothing Phone 3s, they have to order 500,000 CPUs. So I think the price per CPU is actually cheaper with the 8S Gen 3 than the regular 8 Gen 3. Poco, which is putting that in their flagship phone, that phone is like, what was it? I don't even, $500. I mean, it's or $600. It's cheap for a quote unquote flagship phone. I think it was like $459, $479. Pretty incredible. So if that CPU was expensive, Poco would not put that in there, because they do produce less expensive phones. I think that's what they're going to go with. They could go with the 8 Gen 2, which is a still powerful chip. I have that in this tablet here. Well, it's on the mount, but I have it in the S9 Ultra, Tab S9 Ultra. Very, very powerful. So we'll have to see what it is. I can almost guarantee you it's either going to be the 8 Gen 2 or the 8S Gen 3. I'm hoping it's the newer 8S Gen 3, but we'll have to see. So that's that. As soon as we get anything else on the Nothing Phone 3, I'll let y'all know. I am getting this Nothing Phone 3. I can guarantee you that. Whether they send one to me or I buy it, I'm getting it. So I love Nothing. I love what they're doing, and I want to support them in any way that I can. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be honest, right? Because when I got this, I blasted them. Y'all know the story. I did not like this phone when I got it, but they turned it around. So cannot wait for this device. But when anything else comes out, we will get you the news first. Let me do one more story.